Howdy. In the last video I did about YouTube, I talked about suggested videos and the importance of that, the importance of retention, and how those things factor into having a lot more subscribers. And how come it doesn't work for me, because that's not what I've been going for. Today I'm going to talk about the tags, or the keywords, or the keyword phrases. Y'all know what that is if you create videos, where as you're uploading a video, the first thing you get to do is put it, well, okay, not the very first thing, but one of the early things you get to do are put in your search terms. So what is your video about? What are you talking about? How does it relate to, the subject? Sometimes you can pack it. You get up to 500 characters, and some people just pack that in there. Some folks use the exact same keywords all the time. I used to start with all the exact same keywords, but then I would delete some if I didn't think they fit, and then I added others. That actually just makes it quicker to get that part done. And I still use keywords. However, I use a lot less than I used to. Here's one of the things about keywords that helps you and hurts you. And then once again, like I said in the last video, you get to decide which direction you want to go. So the thing about keywords is, if you make a video talking about a specific thing, you can put those in there, letting everybody know what you're talking about in that video, so that if someone decides to come out and do a search for that, they may find that, and then they may come to see your video. And I think that's kind of cool. The other side of that, however, is that if you only concentrate on keywords, then you might have difficulty getting people to sign up and stick around for a while. That has happened. I don't know if it's happened to me because, my counts are so low. But there have been a lot of studies, go search for keywords in YouTube, on YouTube, or on Google, which is pretty much the same thing, I guess. And you'll see that there's a lot of articles that will say that focusing on keywords when you're really trying to grow your channel might not be the best thing for you unless you're always talking about the exact same thing. And, even if you're talking about the same industry, you're not always talking about the same thing. For instance, on my other channel, which I've now switched to talking more about healthcare finance than leadership, but I did leadership for about 9 or 10 years. And I always had those in there, leadership tips and leadership success and leadership development. And it didn't draw anybody, even though almost all the videos I did there were on that subject. That just turned out not to be a subject that anyone really cared about. However, the videos that actually stood out are when I spoke about specific things that were either related to leadership that someone might have been looking for, or truthfully, healthcare. The healthcare things that I was doing, because I am a healthcare finance consultant before I'm a leadership trainer and diversity trainer and whatever. And, it's those lessons that you learn that says, this is the thing that's probably going to give you the most success. However, one of the weird things about keywords is that you're not going to get a lot of subscribers that way, because I guess you get subscribers, well, as I mentioned in the other one, you get subscribers by sticking to a topic in a certain way, being engaging, probably shooting better videos than what I'm doing, since I still have not learned how to edit. I've been trying. I just can't get it. But, the idea basically says that we're always going to try to stay to the same topic. It's a topic that's popular out there, and a lot of other people are going to keep coming in, and they want to see what you have to say week after week or day after day or whatever. And I don't have that. Now, with that said, how come I actually like the keywords? And why am I using few of them? Because one of the things that I mentioned in the last video is how I get visits. I don't get tons, but I get visits to a lot of my older videos. Some of the new ones as well, but to the older ones, where people will thank me for doing a video on a subject that they haven't been able to find anywhere else or by anyone else except me. I'm the only one who covered it. I did a video, I could have talked about this the other day, talking about Hydrox cookies a couple of years ago. And it sounds goofy, but the truth of the matter is, Hydrox cookies were really popular way back in the day. And it turns out that a lot of people wondered what happened to Hydrox cookies. And I got a pack. So I talked about it and I said how it used to taste a different way, and I gave a little bit of history. And the next thing you know, that one got really popular. And then the people who bought the Hydrox cookies, because it used to belong to a company called Sunshine. I can't remember the company does it now. But they came on and they acknowledged that the cookies didn't taste like they used to, but they were trying to work with the original owners of Sunshine, who I didn't even know were still alive, but they were trying to work with them to see if they can figure out the formula. You know, it's stuff like that. I did a video talking about colonoscopy and diabetes. That turns out to be really popular because a lot of people get colonoscopies. A lot of those people are diabetic, but nobody, my doctors never talked to me about it beforehand. And so I had to learn some of these things on my own, and then I decided to put it in a video. I did a thing on something called Clean Zone, where it basically cleans your CPAP masks and such by using ozone. And it's kind of controversial, but you know what? I bought the thing, I used it, it seems to work nicely for me, so I did a video on that. That one is still generating a whole bunch of visits. Now, it's only gotten me 3 subscribers over all these years. So, you know, you have to kind of, like I said, you have to decide, what are you looking for? Do I want a bunch of subscribers? Absolutely. But do I want to do what I want to do to try to help people find certain things? Yes. Are all those things the exact same? No. So if I do something about cookies, I do something about dessert, I do something about popcorn, I do something about cleaning your CPAP stuff, I do something about colonoscopy, I talk about diabetes, diabetic, I talk about elder care and nursing homes and whatever, because, you know, those are my experiences. Those are things that have happened to me that I've had to be involved with. I think that I'm not bad with that. I can deal with that. But if you're looking for just subscribers, you go the other route. But, you know, like I said, we all get to make a decision on how we want to be. I want to be me. Now, if me isn't good enough to get me 1,000 subscribers, well, you know what? I still get to be me. And I still get thanks from people or comments from people for older stuff. You know what? I can live with that. But what about you? Let me know your thoughts on this. My name is Mitch Mitchell. And look, a short video for once. Y'all take care.